Divine Feminine, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to pull some cards and see what's good in your energy. Only take what resonates and leave the rest, no matter what comes out in your tarot reading today. You still have free will over your life. Okay? Okay. For Divine Feminine Spirit, what's coming out in their energy? What's coming out in their cards? What's their tarot reading going to be about? What's coming out in their tarot reading for today? We have deceased loved ones. Very interesting. I don't know if we got that last time. We have divine ones at the bottom of the deck. Someone could have had a closed, I heard a closed casket, or when I get closed caskets in a mediumship reading, it's usually either they were cremated or they had to have a closed casket either by their choice or their wishes, or something was too gruesome to show. Okay. So that may be the ancestor energy that's coming through to deceased loved ones. Let's see if we can pick up on their energy so we can figure out who they are, what their message is. You are the chosen person for this bloodline. Okay, we have appreciation at the bottom of the deck. Your ancestor here wants you to know your worth and your value, especially when it comes to your talent. All right, you could be a musician, or you do something with speaking or expression or anything of that sort. You are meant to be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. You're meant to have residual wealth, and you're meant to change the fate of your bloodline financially. Okay. So it is their top priority to make sure that you really receive that abundance and that you aren't sold to the highest bidder for the cheapest price, like keeping you as a housewife or just keeping you as someone that is well kept. Okay. So people buying you things, purses, clothes, hair, furniture, those things are not material wealth that you can really have. If they're building you a home and buying you land, that's residual profit that can be connected to your bloodline continuously, right? So if they are buying you prop land, okay, that's money. If they're buying you property, if they're building you homes, if you guys have multiple streams of income coming in, and it also has your name attached to it, then that's different, right? If this person is making you sign a prenup, you're selling yourself short. Okay? Because whatever anyone could offer you, you really can attract it all on your own. You don't necessarily need anybody, but if somebody does want to play in your garden, they're going to have to come harder. They're going to have to really adorn you, and shower you with abundance, where you don't have to lift a hand another day in your life. You don't have to break a sweat. You don't have to pretend like you're rich and you're broken on the inside. You don't have to flex for Instagram and social media, because you really got it like that. Like you really living that life. Okay? When that person comes along that is providing that type of lifestyle, you will not have to worry about your ancestors sabotaging to break you guys up. Anybody that wants to make a contract with you that is not providing that type of status in your life for your, because you're royalty, if they're not providing that type of status in your life, you are to be single and wait for that person to come along. They will come along. And all you need to know is, if you feel like, damn, every person I meet, it seems like it fails, your ancestors are running people out of your lives fast. Like, get the fuck out of the way. The right one is coming in, and we're not accepting anything less than what our descendant deserves. So when you ignore your ancestors and you allow flattery to be the thing that catches your attention, they're overriding your spiritual connection that they're supposed to go through first. Your they're supposed to go through your ancestors first and get the blessing of your ancestors first. So when they skip that, like, why buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? And they come get the milk from you for free. It is equivalent to like pissing on your ancestors, cussing them out, like really disrespecting them, whether they're living or not living, whether you have a relationship with your family now or you don't. Okay. And going straight to you to get your hand in marriage, or going straight to you to get intimacy or sex or whatever, it is disrespectful, very disrespectful. And it is a way for them to cut you off and sever you from your ancestors, of knowing what your, they are like guides to you on the other side. And when they try to get you to sign this energetic check with them without actually putting in the work, that is equivalent to you not listening to your intuition. And that's why after you do the deed, you don't feel fulfilled. That's why after you have laid the seed, produced the child or whatever, you feel like you got the short end of the stick. And it is because you did not let them court you properly. You did not let them go through the right ways. And if they were turned off by your seduction, or they were turned off by who you are, then they were never an equal counterpart to begin with, and you were to detach from them. Okay. I wonder if it's I feel like it's actually a masculine energy that's coming through, not even a feminine energy, because typically masculine energies, okay, will be the ones to have a problem with knowing value and being the prize. And now it's kind of flipped, where masculine energies, masculine and feminine energies don't like that thought process, that old school thought process. So your ancestors are definitely old school. They didn't play about this, and this is how they were. Because it's saying that you come from a good stock, like you come from a good family, like you have a good background. There's no reason why you should be running and struggling and doing any of these things, because everyone in your family, if you look back at your ancestry, this was not okay. This was not allowed. Like, I don't know what it is, but they're saying that your ancestors, you have important people in your ancestry. They were talented. They were singers, okay, musicians. They were speakers, powerful preachers, pastors, whatever. Yeah, it's giving me a masculine energy. You have a loved one on the other side that refused to cross over and accept this lot, accept that you, the descendants of this bloodline, will be left like this. It's like, until, it's like, remember who you are. Be strict about this. Clink, clink. It's better to have a reputation of being seductive, strict, prudish, moralistic, someone that imposes their values on other people versus letting other people change who you are and impose their values onto you, it is better to be that than to an escape ruin than to find yourself laid up in a passion in the passion of a one night stand, in the passion of a connection of someone that's going to harvest you and then take what you take your love and never look back and steal from you and then leave you in regret and leave you in resentment. So if they say you a bitch, be that. If they say, oh, you just being a seductress, or they call you a prostitute, be all those things. Let them say all those things about you, because it is better to be those things than to allow someone to degrade you and make you have low self esteem, just so they can come back and forth in your life. Hold on. Okay, so we got some word from the wise. No money, no cunning. All right. No wealth, no honey. I think you need to see the deeds before y'all do the deed. That's what they say. Okay. 4 cups. I heard hush now. Whatever you're mad about, hush now. That's what they're saying. Well, hush now. They're trying to tell you something. Look, whatever you're sad about, hush now. Don't fret. Don't worry. There's more where that came from. Some of y'all could have lost someone, or someone may have did something to hurt your feelings, and maybe you don't want to admit it. You feel betrayed by somebody. Maybe this is like you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to communicate with them. And so your ancestors are saying, remember who you are. You're a star. The ball is always in your court when you remember that you're the prize. We have death in reverse. The 2 of swords. So your ancestor is saying that they may have crossed over in the physical realm, but they stay in the spiritual realm so they can continue giving you messages. They continue putting you up on game. And when you make it in an industry, or when you make it wherever you're going and you are in your rightful throne, in your rightful place, they will cross over. They're like, don't worry about it. I'm not stuck. I chose to be here to guide you through this bullshit. Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm not buying. Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. I'm looking for the 2 of cups. My heart is open. I forgive you, but I'm not settling. And you don't have to prove anything to anybody. King of Swords. King of Cups. Oh, you're going to make a lot of people mad. They're going to feel defeated and angry. They're going to say ugly stuff towards you. Someone has double personalities. They have mood swings. The Queen of Swords. They don't like when you are smart and that you know what you're talking about. This person, yeah. I feel like this is one person, to be honest with you. Behind your back, they talk shit about you like you're the bane of their existence, but the object of all their desires. And they hate that they can't figure you out. And when they think they got you figured out, you still one up them. And so they turn to the bottom. Not your ancestor, but it's like whoever these options are. One of them will try to abandon you, never talk to you, ghost you. The other person will get in their feelings and possibly put their foot in their mouth. Then you have this other one that just pops off at the mouth, whenever they feel like it. The idea of you and dating multiple people or entertaining other options got people up at night. The fact that you are willing to walk away and never explain yourself and that you won't wait on anyone to get their shit together scares the fuck out of people. It does. And that's where your ancestors are saying that's exactly where you want them. Because if they don't have the big bank, then big bank take little bank, and get out the way. Keep your energy clear. Less acne, less sad days. All right. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched, and that's in reverse. So you're pretty much telling all these options that y'all are all replaceable. Never get it twisted. Guilty. You make them feel ashamed and very small. Learn. You teach them a lesson. What will it take to get a second chance with you? I'm so confused. You got them up at night. People want to reconcile with you. They want to grow old with you. They want you bad, like the air they breathe. My world, expectation. They just know somebody's going to take you from them. Something to do with responsibilities and reunion. Someone wants to do the right thing now. And you have another person that don't want to chase you. They don't like feeling like you trying to make them chase you. Missed opportunity. Oh well. But it's like I gotta at least try because I didn't get to smash. Someone wants to smash you, and I feel like you're gonna be too busy becoming the best version of yourself that it's gonna like irritate. It's gonna irritate a lot of people. Nowadays, they call women that are fine by themselves and they don't need anyone, but they look good and they're happy and they're fulfilled. They call them thirst trappers. But it sounds like a projection to me because they lusting after you. So they gotta, in order to even figure out if you're a thirst trap or not, they gotta be looking. You see what I'm saying? They gotta be on the prowl. They gotta be hunting. And so don't fall for the okie doke. They thirsty. And you're not giving them your water, so they're in a drought. And when you put people in a drought where you're not giving them what they are thirsting for, they all react differently. And you're about to experience them all reacting differently, triggered. But remember, your ancestors are always watching. All you got to do is say no. The meaner you are, the more they respect you. And time has proven that. So that's what I got for you. I'll catch you in the next one. Toodaloo.